Look, we just arrived, a prototype of the Little Buddha Tarot. Now, you remember the Amy Tarot Creator interview where we interviewed her, and she was going to create the Little Buddha Tarot. We have a prototype. Hey, buddy, thank you so much for all that you do, contribute to our community. So excited to hear your feedback. Indeed, back as design. The Kickstarter will have similar but a different backing. Okay, cool. This is on Kickstarter soon. Link in the description for the preview of the Kickstarter, where you can enhance that to be the full Kickstarter when it begins. So I definitely want to pick this thing up. I already took a look at this and I like it. First question I have is mouth open versus mouth closed. Is there some significance? Because I'm kind of, as I flip through this, I'm kind of curious about that. I do like the pendants of the dog, the butterfly, no knapsack on there. The cliff, sort of interesting as well. And some of these have duplicate cards, so I'm assuming there's a decision to be made about which one to do. But the Magician, I love that. I like how all the tools are in their hand rather than being on the table. You have the High Priestess with the yin and yang instead of the B and the J. High Priestess is pointing this away. That's interesting. It's interesting. So this could be used for card interactions, right? High Priestess is sort of motioning towards here. Could have another card here. Is that a pomegranate? I'm not good with fruit, so sorry in advance if that's not a pomegranate. Empress has two cards. First one is a cow. By the way, I like the reuse of the trees in the background. Give some consistency across here. I'm also kind of wondering about the various fruit and about the various veggies down here, if they have some significance, because they're also replicated over here with the other High Priestess. Again, we have a motion towards this direction, which again could be used for card interactions. Basically, sort of the same cushion, but a little bit of a different character and whatnot. Also kind of curious, eyes closed versus eyes open. You do have some eyes open, eyes closed. There's some significance to that as well. Be cool. The Emperor, no throne. Instead, we just sort of riding a ram, which looks kind of like a goat. It looks kind of like a goat. And then we have the eyes open Hierophant. Is that a monkey? I'm not sure. That is, anyway, we have one animal. Sort of interesting. We have two different viewpoints of this particular person, this particular authority. I think that would be great in readings, right? You have an extra meaning here. You have two different viewpoints about the authority that's within the card. Lovers, we have the snake on one, fire on the other, sort of getting the pink flamingos action going in there. And again, with that stuff, I like the angel and all that. And then we have the chariot, almost like a My Little Pony kind of feel there. And again, mouth open versus mouth closed. I'm kind of interested if that is a thing or is that not a thing. Strength, sort of holding the mouth open, looking a little surprised there. Lemniscate is in place, looks good. And then we have Hermit. Ooh, my favorite so far. I like the universe, you know, so the stars and the night sky in there. Also like the footprints in the snow. It's almost like that he just arrived. Again, I like this not only because of it's just fun, but I like that it has extra meanings. It has a little more depth into it. So again, eyes open, eyes closed. He's looking upwards kind of at another sort of vantage point, but maybe he just arrived. Maybe he just arrived because you do have the fresh feet, fresh footprints and what have you. Scorpio and Aquarius, I think. A lot of symbolism within here. Kind of curious if that is going to be a thing, if that is going to be a thing. Yeah, I'd love to get a book and sort of figure out what all of this stuff is. Definitely have some variance in that. You got a little Leo and Taurus action there as well. Justice is also cool. A lot of headdress there. We're missing feet. Did somebody cut off his feet? He has no feet. Speaking of feet, he's hanging by the feet. He seems a little bit shocked as he gets enlightenment. The Hanged Man is where it is going to be at. And death. Death indeed. Instead of the skeleton, we have a little bit of an X-ray action there. A little X-ray action. I like that. Maybe sort of a Kmart lemniscape. I don't know. I don't know. It looks more like a hip flexor bone. I don't know. But death, we have the, that's sort of interesting. Interesting take with that. Look how shocked and surprised he is. And then temperance, right? It's interesting that temperance does have a place that they're going to, maybe a couple of temples in the background here as well. I like the sort of the action lines around the head. It's almost like that temperance is getting enlightenment, similar to the hanged man. Similar to the hanged man, right? You get the enlightenment, the action lines. So I'll be interested to figure out what the action lines mean as well. If there's a particular thing happening with that. I do like the setting sun action. Then we have the devil. The devil looks like that he's eating pork tonight. Could be eating pork and some sausages, and the devil is present indeed. And we have the tower, as we have a maybe a loose tree of life reference. Maybe. Not really sure. Star, pretty interesting. Star is kind of traditional with that. I like the elephant action there. Traditional star. We have the bird from the original star. I like that as well. Very cool. Then we have the moon. A couple of cows action. And the startling expression on the moon's face is pretty cool. They're all looking at something on the ground. Is that I have no idea. Anyway, I have no idea what that is. Let me know what that is. And why is the hen so fascinated with that? I'd love to know. We have the sun. Ooh, the sun, celebration. Let's dance. We're holding up a flag of something. Let me know what the flag is. Again, I'd love to have the, once you get a PDF of sort of some of the symbolism in here, I'd love to read it. And then judgment. It's sort of interesting. We have sort of the meditative posture and whatnot, and we're sort of being called into that. World, very pretty, very pretty. There's most likely some symbolism of these dots with the colors and the universe in the background, stars in the background. Let me know what that is. I'm kind of curious as to, where that is, what that is as well. And then we go into the minors. Ace of Wands. Pretty traditional as it goes. Two of Wands. I like that. I like that. Nothing hugely significant in here. It's going to be a little bit different. The Three of Wands is the one that has the ethereal look and feel to it, right? The ethereal sort of floating up, not really there, but still scanning the background, scanning out from the ships. We have the Four of Wands. The big celebration. We have people in the background as well. I'm kind of curious as to how that is going to turn out. Five of Wands. Sort of the play fighting, right? In a lot of Five of Wands cards, you do have the expressions are very playful and joyful. It doesn't look like a ton of conflict or whatnot. And this sort of goes with that. And then we have the Six. Oh, interesting. Interesting indeed. We have a couple of people cheering at us. This is interesting. The elevation of the participants, the elevation of the people cheering them on is normally lower than the person being celebrated. But now you have them higher than this person. Interesting. I like it. It's also interesting to almost have a barrier that's formed in between the participants and the person being celebrated. So again, a lot of stuff here that's a little bit different that we can use in our readings to sort of give a little bit of variety. Seven of Wands, pretty traditional overall. The Eight, not much you can do with that other than put some crows or birds or witches riding sticks and brooms and whatnot. Nine of Wands, pretty traditional as well. I like the sun setting type of feel to that. Ten of Wands, not on the back, but rather being held vertically. That's really interesting. I'm not sure if the person is facing us or the person is not facing us. I'm not really sure, because obviously the eyes are obfuscated and whatnot, facial features are obfuscated, so I don't know. But anyway, the fact that the wands are being held vertically gives it a unique perspective for me. Page of Wands, pretty traditional, I like it. There's an excess of birds in this one. That's interesting. I'm kind of curious, as far as like things have taken flight. Things are moving in a different direction than what you think, right? Knight of Wands, I like it. Pretty traditional, obviously with variances and whatnot. Very excited with that. Queen of Wands, we kept the cat. You know, when I'm making a tarot deck, everybody said keep the cat and the Queen of Wands. That was like the main thing everybody wrote in every single outlet that I had for that. So she kept the cat. Fantastic, good job overall with that. King of Wands. That's a really relaxed king. No throne again, very relaxed, almost like we're sleeping, we're taking a break from that. Ace of Cups, very traditional indeed. Two of Cups. Ooh, I love the yin-yang love. Ooh, that is such an amazing idea. Great idea. Thumbs up, big applause for that. Fantastic idea as that goes. She has her tongue out. Interesting. Interesting. She also has a towel or a shawl or something. That could be interesting. Three of Cups, a celebration. Instead of jumbled up, we are lined up together. That is kind of cool. I love the fall feel with the pumpkins and the grapes and whatnot. Then we have the Four of Cups, closed body language, traditional, very traditional indeed. Five of Cups, also traditional, even with the bridge going on, where you do have an escape from this particular item. I do like that we do have some fresh liquid coming out of the cups. It's white liquid, which is unusual. It's almost like maybe that has some symbolism as well, right? Maybe there's some type of color scheme. Maybe the purity has been spilled or whatnot. Six of Cups. This is, you know, normally it's with children. Now we have descended into babies. I'm kind of interested if there's symbolism with that flag. Overall, I like it. Seven of Cups as well. I'm kind of interested as to some of the symbolism here. We do have a wheel, maybe looking at the Wheel of Fortune, or we have the traditional snake, traditional wreath, a house, traditional ring jewelry, mushrooms, and the Venus is new, but okay. Kind of curious what those mean as well. And the Eight of Cups. Yeah, pretty traditional. Nine of Cups. Looks like, oh, okay, it's a floaty. It's a floaty little duck/dinosaur in the pool. What a great idea. But like the innovation here is really on point. The innovation here is really on point. You see that with the Ten of Cups, right? You do have the little children, the younger family in the Ten of Cups has been preserved. Amy just knocks it out of the park. Like all the symbolism that you preserved, all of the ideas, the feel that has been preserved from here, knocked it out of the park with the innovation and yet keeping some of the traditional stuff in. Page of Cups, underwater, seen it before in a couple of different things. Into the fish or outside of the cup, obviously. We do have 5 fish plus the horse, the seahorse. So I'm kind of curious if there's symbolism with that. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Blowing bubbles as well. Knight of Cups, Mr. Romance, keeping the romance feel with the rose in the mouth. I like it. Queen of Cups, water of water. Very traditional. King of Cups, pretty traditional. Ace of Swords. Piercing the crown of Kether with the ace. I like it. Got a little, oh man, what is that? What's that knife? That knife is actually a special type of knife. Anyway, I'm not really sure what the name of it is. Is it? I'm going to butcher it. Anyway, piercing that and the action lines coming out of it. Is it a fresh piercing? Is this something that just did that? The world may never know. Two of Swords, again with the open mouth. And there you go with the ninja straight swords or what have you. Three of Swords, as we still have the swords locked in here. And the rain, keeping the tradition going as well. Four of Swords. Now here we have the wheel again. Is it the Wheel of Fortune? And what is the 30? Again, I'd love to read the PDF that comes with this when it comes out. Five of Swords. Lord of Defeat. Very happy about the defeating as well. We have the tongue out. Six of Swords with the longer journey. Ooh, I love that. I love that. And the concerned look on their face is just perfect. That's beautiful. Seven of Swords. We saw a preview of this during Amy's interview in chat. Very, very cool. I love the subdued look and the celebration going on in the background. She talked about this being a celebration back there or a carnival party, what have you. 8 of Swords with the restrictions, very traditional. 9 of Swords, also very traditional with a little bit. Okay, we've got some more astrology symbols in the background. Kind of curious as to what that means. If there's some things going on, maybe the Cancer being that low and right next to him, I mean, he's worried about family, worried about some things as well. All the symbols being pierced, maybe that has some meaning. 10 of Swords, very traditional and cute. Page of Swords. I like the glasses. The glasses are interesting. I was holding, well, glasses on one side, holding a magnifying glass, very inspecting. And he has a couple of pens in the pocket. So it could be taking notes, could be an engineer, could be a scientist, could be somebody sort of inspecting, trying to figure out what's going on. 9 of Swords, very traditional, with the action lines almost caused by the clouds, very traditional indeed. And the Queen of Swords, interesting. Not a lot there to grasp and move forward with. King of Swords has the, what is that, the Om sign or what have you. Ace of Pentacles, very cool indeed. I like that. Pretty traditional with the wreath pathway. 2 of Pentacles, making choices. With the ships, very traditional indeed. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so they're building a house and they have a doorway. The dude has a screwdriver. We have specifications or something here. We have paint. So a couple of nails on the ground and boards. Very cool, like that. The teamwork aspect really shown off there. 4 of Pentacles, holding on to what we have. Okay, the extra arms and hands are kind of cool. We do have the chakras covered and whatnot as the traditional. 5 of Pentacles, very innovative, right? Sort of drumming up some money. We have a lemonade stand that looks like it's frozen over, and the panda is not having a good day at all. Not having a good day at all. Traditionally done, obviously, during the summer when people would want to drink lemonade, now done in the winter because we're desperate for money. 6 of Pentacles, giving out and handing out to the cats. And then the 7 of Pentacles, working hard for a result later. I like it. We do have, again, sort of a fall harvest sort of sprouting up with that. 8 of Pentacles, doing all of the hard work. Very traditional indeed, but no bench. 9 of Pentacles, very, very traditional. Extremely traditional. No gloved hand with the bird, but the hand is there with the bird. You have the grapes, you have the pentacles, you have the sprouting things. And I'm assuming this looks a little bit of a tree of life nod in the 10 of Pentacles. We've seen that sort of before in other decks. What is that below there? Are those notes? Or what is that? Is that a description of that particular thing? That'd be fascinating to find out, right? Have a little bit maybe incense in the back and sort of a place of worship being the 10 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Is that books? What is that in the background? It looks like books, maybe boxes, ornate boxes or something. The Knight of Pentacles has a buddy. That's a first. The Knight of Pentacles has a buddy looking out across the land of wheat, has been banished. And now we just have a buddy sort of walking with us and wandering around with us. Queen of Pentacles with a rabbit. A lot of decks do have a rabbit. Mine had a rabbit and a squirrel. And the King of Pentacles. Interesting indeed. Sort of almost hovering. Or what is he sitting on? Okay, those are pillows. He's sitting on pillows. And then we have the I don't know, is it a cow? We have something in the background, in the bottom. And again, with the harvest, right? The grapes, fall harvest, have grapes and, what is that, a pear? Grapes and a pear. Not sure pears fall, don't hate me. 3 wise Buddhas. Looks like we get an extra card. No see, no say, and no hear. Cool. With background overall. Man, okay, anyway, this is the prototype back. So the back is supposed to be more vibrant, she said, what have you. Anyway, my impressions, knocked it out of the park. This, what I like about this a lot, by the way, card quality is, feels 310, feels 310. 310. I don't know what core. Feels 310. Maybe 330. I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, the back design is prototype. The whole deck is prototype, but I'm telling you, here's what I like about the deck. I like how we have all of the traditional stuff is kept intact, but in an innovative way that she has put the new stuff. So it's all of the old stuff wrapped up in a traditional way into a new environment or a new perspective and new ideas. So I think it's very innovative. Obviously, it's cute. It has a lot of potential. This is going to sell. This is going to be huge. This is going to sell at least 1,000 copies. Like the kicks. I'd be shocked if the Kickstarter didn't pull 1,000 copies. But yeah, this is something that everybody can just dive into and just absolutely fall in love with. So I'm definitely going to pick one up to get the box and the book, and I'm just going to get all the extras because I literally can't wait. Again, the innovation here is great. I really think that we need to get some of the symbolism explained into some of this for people that are geeks like me. I'd love to read that. But yeah, fantastic, beautiful deck, just absolutely stunning, and I'm just super excited to get my hands on this, and I'm going to be using this every night on the stream. And overall, yeah, massive thumbs up, massive thumbs up. Link in the description for the Kickstarter, and go get yours. Go pre-order yours now. Thank you for watching, and please hit like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.